Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Order of Nine Angels, the ongoing adventures of the Crimson Dirks. With me tonight, I have got Kevin, Ryan, no Chris today. Aidan has yet to materialise because we are starting a bit earlier than usual. And we also have Jamie, who is brand new, and I don't actually have a space for him on the OBS layer yet, so I will sort that out hopefully by next week. But yeah, hi Jamie.
Hello.
How's it going? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
As in me as a person or me as a character?
Well, let's start with you as a person, and we'll come to the character later on.
Sure. I'm Jamie. I work for a charity and I've been trying to get into this with Ryan and he's invited me along to this to see how I fare.
Very good. Well, welcome to the club. What charity do you work for, by the way?
It's called Fitzroy. It deals with adults with learning difficulties and disabilities, whatnot.
Oh, very good.
24/7 care and all that.
Nice. Yeah. Well, not that anybody actually watches my videos, but I could put a link in the description and see if anybody wants to look it up. Um, In the meantime, the first thing we normally start with, the first order of business, is for somebody to tell us what happened in the previous session, which was some weeks ago. So hopefully you can remember. Usually this falls to Kevin because he actually keeps notes.
Which is a sad truth. Last session we were having a little bit of a chat with in the City of Brass in the Plane of Fire. We wandered over to the consulate of the Nine Hells, and we spoke to a couple of nice people there. Eventually, we spoke to one of the ambassadors, Zalandar Riff, according to my notes, hand of the Pact of Fire.
Oh,
And we had
Zalzarith.
Zalzarif.
That's
Oh,
it.
okay. Zalzarif. Okay. And he gave us a little test where we had these three individuals. One of them had to that one of them allegedly had stolen a shard of power. We questioned them, and eventually we made our choice, and that person, shade, illusion, who knows what, got rightly buggered. We also met another sort of fairly large demon there, a commander. Oh my goodness, Venjix or something like that. I can't read my own handwriting. I apologise. And we found out that the individual we're after, the ever-loving Char, he's not here at the moment. He's on the material plane. So we were eventually made our excuses, headed back to the material plane. We teleported just outside of Neverwinter, and as we were going, oh, isn't this nice? The sunshine, the fresh air, and a rather large band of demons appeared and wanted to have a word in our shell, like. And that's basically where it concluded.
That is where we left off, isn't it? Thank you for that. If you do not have inspiration, give yourself inspiration. If you
I have one.
You have inspiration already. How about well, you can give it to someone else then if you like.
I might as well give it to our new player, and we will go from there.
Cool. Okay, so I am going to click the inspiration box on your character sheet, Jamie. There we go. You can see a little dragon, which kind of looks like a xenomorph, that kind of little curled thing.
I see it.
Yeah, that means that you have inspiration. Have you? I didn't think to ask. Have you played D&D at all before?
Like 2 games.
A little bit. Okay. So, if you don't know what inspiration is, then well, you will find out. But basically, it either lets you do a re-roll or lets you roll with advantage once. I give out inspiration for things that amuse me usually. So if somebody does something funny, then I go, oh yes, you have entertained the GM. So here, have inspiration. Yes, as described by Kevin, the party were here in what was once an idyllic looking sort of field, but it is now partly kind of overlaid by this abyssal vortex,
which is covering everything.
You should kind of be able to see your own characters and the things that you are close to.
Yeah, it is obscuring a lot, but if that is what it's intending,
it is kind of supposed to be. Because at the moment, the material plane and the abyss are kind of sharing the same space. And I couldn't get that to work last week, so this is an improvement already. So I am going to move everybody to the front again, because that's what made it not work. And you'll be able to see some shadows from the trees as well, so it's not all the abyssal vortex. So the party are currently in combat, so let's have some more fighty music. Do you want the orchestral version or the metal version?
What about the nice peaceful round a campfire version? No, okay.
Is it this one? That's quite dramatic. This might get on our nerves a bit, so but if it does, then remind me and I'll change it. There we go. So, can I get you to roll a couple of dice rolls for me, Jamie?
Sure.
First thing, can you please roll for initiative so we can get you in the turn order? Very good, like a pro. So, let's make sure he's appeared in the list. Okay, something's gone wrong there. That is very odd. Very odd indeed. What I'm going to do is manually add you and then give you the right score there. For some reason it added the wrong thing to the turn order, but let's put you in there. We'll put you ahead of that monster. Can you?
8 or was that just a D20 roll? I'm not sure.
Yeah, it looks like there ought to be a modifier for that, so I have no idea what happened, why that went wrong. We will have a look and see what it should have added. Is it dexterity you add for initiative?
Yep.
Okay, so it should have been a lot more than 8, shouldn't it? That should have been 13. There we go. Much less likely to get smacked. So, can you please give us a stealth roll as well, so that we can see how well hidden you are. So there's a block of skills on the front of the character on the character sheet. It's kind of on the left-hand side of the central column, I think. And towards the bottom, I think it's the second to last skill. There is one called stealth. If you just click on the word stealth, it will roll it for you in the chat.
So again, where am I looking?
On the character sheet, on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
You know where you've got your stat numbers?
Yeah.
Just on the right-hand side of that, you've got like a large box that's got acrobatics, animal handling.
Oh yeah, I found it.
Yep.
Nice. Okay, so that is pretty much the degree to which your character is hidden. I'm not going to say his name out loud until he tells us what it is himself. But in the meantime, let battle be joined. So Let's see what happens. First thing, this monster here, it looks kind of a bit like a big horny toad with kind of lights sparkling and flickering around him, like he's kind of got motes of ash moving around him. He is going to head towards one of the heroes and try and give him a bit of a smack. So, who can he see? He can't see that guy because he's behind a tree. So he is going to move towards Kariruk because Kariruk is directly ahead of him. Who wants to be on Kariruk duty today?
Do you want to give it to me, and I'll look after that.
Cool. Right.
And you can take Pontos and Shoebacon off if you want as well.
Okay, I'm going
That's
to...
it.
Shall I delete that or shall I just move it onto the map layer? I think I'm going to delete that for now. And there's one thing I need to check before I proceed. Okay. So he had to actually dash to do that, so he is... he doesn't have an action left to attack with. So we are now going to move on to this creature here, who is likewise going to stagger towards the heroes. In a slightly drunken, flailing sort of way. Okay, this one here is actually close enough to do something. He is going to squidge past his friend there, and he is going to try and smack Kellark. So what we're hoping here, because last session, every time I tried to use any of these macros and scripts, it just filled the entire chat with error messages. But now it's going to work just fine. He said with a big oh. Okay. So I'm going to try this one time, and if it doesn't work, then I'm just going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. So bring everybody to the front, then we try it again, and it seems to be working. So okay, first attack of the session.
He baned himself.
He's baned himself. Okay. So we move on to the next beastie, who is big and scary. He is already in contact with Kellark, which, bad luck, Kellark. Brace yourself, laddie. This is really going to hurt. So what can we do? 4 attacks. Oh no. 2 with pinchers and 2 with fists. We're going to start with a pincer. We're going to see what happens. Is it going to do that every time? So he is going to try and do a pincer attack on Kellark. So Kellark is grappled by the pincer. I'm never quite sure whether to say pincher or pincer, so I'm going to use a mixture of the two. So he can't very well attack with the other pincher, can he? Well, he probably could, but we're going to do a fist first. And then we better have another pincher. So, even if he does grapple, he cannot grapple 2 targets. So, That was a miss. And then we'll have another fist attack. Do you have advantage against things that you are grappling to hit them?
Yes.
I often forget that one. And they have disadvantage to hit you, don't they?
I believe so. Let me just double check that one. But I know if you grapple someone, you have advantage on this. Ouch. I was actually quite low for a crit.
Yeah, not a very damaging attack.
Yeah.
Right, so he has laid some smackery upon Kalark. We move on to Yorl, who is not in the least bit nervous, I am sure.
Well, I'm feeling better as a player, knowing that they're not the newer versions. No, so you have disadvantage on attack rolls against any other against targets other than the grappler. So it just sort of helps focus it. Right. Well, Yorl, seeing the situation, is going to go 10 feet forward, and then he's going to make Krelluk go meep, and he's going to cast haste on him.
Cool.
So do you want me to put that up on the screen for you?
Yes, please.
Okay, where is it? And I think it's that one.
Okay. Oh, is he willing? I'm sure he is. He's up for anything, this boy. So we will temporarily increase his armor class. I will put the haste icon on him.
And he has an extra action, but if he uses it to attack, it's only one weapon attack. And he has advantage on dexterity saves.
Cool. That'll be useful when he comes to try and escape. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So it's in range, happy days. So I come that, I cast that, and then I am going to strategically pull back out of the way.
Very good. So we move on to Captain Pontos, who sits astride Chewbacon.
Alright.
Who are you going for?
I'm gonna go for... Oh, I did not mean to move that.
No, that was me. I was just making sure that both of them were in front so that you wouldn't get error messages.
Flamethrower? Do I have a flamethrower?
Chewbacon has... basically, he has a... it's almost like Burning Hands, isn't it? It's kind of... Clestus upgraded him on the crossing, didn't he?
I'm gonna use flamethrower. Let's go for the toad one. Well.
So it didn't seem to do the effects, so I'm going to do it manually, just for fun.
He gets 2 goes, doesn't he?
Probably. Let's have a look.
I'm pretty sure it's 2 attacks.
Yeah, he has
Yeah,
to attack.
I think he does. Yeah. So dexterity save for this guy, and let's see whether.
What the fuck?
What happened?
Anyone see those arrows?
No.
I got loads of arrows.
Right, hold on. I'm bringing him to the front, and I'm bringing him to the front. Have another go. See if it will work now.
Let's try just a tusk attack. No, it's spitting up a load of errors. No attribute.
Because I managed to get it to work on mine. So, do you have, when you click on right click on a token,
Yeah.
Do you have the option of bring to front, send to back?
No.
No.
Kind of looks
Oh,
a
I can
bit...
get my
Really,
character.
yeah.
Who knew?
So I'm going to try and send all the tokens to the front and see if it fixes it. And it might not, but it might. So, one more go.
Sorry.
Ah!
It loads, but it just spits out loads of errors.
Okay, in that case we will have to do it the old-fashioned way. Let's see whether you've actually got Tusk Attack on there. You do, so just do Tusk Attack from the character sheet in the middle. I'm very much hoping that the numbers are still correct.
It's just loading.
Yeah.
Task
I still blame it on user error.
attack.
19. That is a hit.
Lightning that. Oof. Shows how gnarly this pig is now.
Yeah, did we give him lightning tusks, or was that something that I suggested and you guys didn't go for it and I had put it on there for nothing? I can't remember now.
On the normal buttons, there's never been any lightning when I've looked after True Bacon.
Yeah, I have a feeling that I said, "Hey, you could have this," and Ryan said, "No, I'm going to save me money," and I was like, "Oh, okay." And it just ended up staying on there, so I'm just going to get rid of that, I think.
That's okay. Oh, I've moved Chew Bacon back because I can't click on my own character.
Okay.
So I'm going to. Oh, I can do this 3 times. See how this goes. No, I can't. Hang on. Let's bring up my character sheet because my character's erroring too.
User error.
I'm going to hit the frog guy, and I'm going to use my warhammer. Is it two-handed or one-handed? What is it on that?
So that is your actual original. That's your original Warhammer. That's not even the Flame Hammer of Doom. So the Flame Hammer of Doom. Let me very quickly try and look it up.
Yeah, I don't have it on my sheet.
Yeah, because it all worked until quite recently, and I've no idea why Roll20 insist on doing this to me. So Flame Hammer. Let me find it. So a Flame Hammer is a +3 weapon. So you can use it 1 or 2-handed. So let's very quickly set up a Flame Hammer attack on your character sheet. This will hopefully only take me a couple of seconds. The Flame Hammer of Doom is a strength weapon. It is +3, does 2d10 damage. Or 2d8. So hold on, we will have Flame Hammer of Doom 1h, and that is going to be 2d8. And it also does fire damage 2d6. And there's that. I wish I could duplicate that, but I don't think I can. It's still +3. Oh, +32? I don't think so. That'd be what they call a typo. Also does bludgeoning damage, if you believe my typing. Okay. I think those are about right. I just forgot to put the damage type in the first one. There should be a drop down for that. Bludgeoning. Bludgeoning damage. Okay, so 1H flame hammer and 2H flame hammer. If you want to do it two-handed, then it's the bottom one. If you want to do it one-handed, it's the top one.
Do this 3 times, I guess.
Oh, that's a good hit straight off.
Did it hit?
Yes, it did. An 18 is a hit. Oh, we got a tusk attack as well. Sorry, that was also a hit. So I need to actually need to do some work. I need to take some damage off. Right. And that is a hit. So 28 plus 6. Let's check for whatchamacallits. Okay. So that is going to be that number there. So you smack him with the flame hammer. You get the impression that the flame damage may not be as damaging as you might like.
No, I get that. No problem. Oh, it's probably
That is a miss. And that is a hit. Why are you rolling so much damage? Oh my god.
gonna fist it as well.
Oh, wait a minute. Something's going on here. 4 plus 7 plus 5 plus 3 plus 3. It's adding in too much damage there. So
It's adding the the weapon modifier twice.
it is. Let me very quickly fix it, or at least try to. You are doing two-handed, aren't you?
See.
Oh, right. So if you put the magic bonus in, then you don't have to put it anywhere else because it knows to add it. That'd be why it's doing it twice, I think. I'm just going to test it. Yeah, plus 5, plus 3. That's the one. Okay. So that was me. That wasn't you. So 22 points of bludgeoning and 5 points of fire. That gives us a slightly different number.
Can I get a claw attack as well for my ring?
Yes, you can. So let me. I cannot remember how much damage it does. Can you open up the magic item description?
Yeah. What is it? The Carmine ring. Can you see that?
I can't see it, but you can tell me what it does.
To where I can make a single slash attack bonus, 1d6 slashing, or the hands are free, make 2 claw slashes at 2d6. A creature hit by the attack must take a DC 12 con save or become poisoned. We've never done that bit.
I must have completely forgotten to put it in there. Okay, that's one of those things that
the DM user error.
Yeah, now.
Yeah. What the hell? Saving throw, and it's versus DC
12. DC 12 con save.
12. That's one of those things. I probably nerfed it ages ago and forgot to change the description. But either way,
That's if it's even affected by poison.
there is that. Okay, con versus flat save of 12. Okay. Let's see if that works. Aha! That is a hit. Needs to do a constitution saving throw. There must be a button for that.
Do I need to do anything, or is that you now?
Oh, that's me. There is no damage on a fail, but 12. Okay, he passes, so he is not poisoned, but he is slashed. Does that count as magic? It's a magic weapon, isn't it? So, okay, you have done some damage to that Hezru. For that is what they are called, even though Pontos may not have known that.
I move bacon back. I'm done.
Cool. Okay, on to our new character here. So, can... just before you jump in, Jamie, can everyone do a perception check for their characters?
No. Perception.
24. Okay. That's good.
I still don't have access to Karuk's sheet.
Oh, bloody hell, sorry.
You will be.
You
Perception.
will be. Yeah.
Eight.
Can be edited and controlled by. There we go. Think that should give you
There he
Karuk.
is. Yep. Yeah, there he is.
So Pontos is too busy having fun with his flaming hammer, but Yorl notices standing behind a tree over here a tabaxi wearing a kind of earth-coloured robe.
And Karuk, well, the perception. So that would be a 14 because of the his ability, but never mind.
Yeah. So Karuk can't see. Yorl is the only one who spots this tabaxi behind the tree. He looks like a big tough tabaxi wearing a robe with a bow slung over his shoulder. What does he do? And what does he look like? Can you describe him to us?
Well, he's a bounty hunter, so he's a bit grizzled, and he's got dark fur on his face with a load of scars, sort of decorating him. I guess that's the word you'd call it.
Let's blow him up a bit so you can see him. There we go. So I'm going to make that token art disappear on there. Yeah, what would you like to do? Obviously you can move, you can perform an action. We haven't had many rangers, so I'm not that familiar with them, to be honest.
I can't see anything because I'm hidden behind a tree.
Well, when you move out from behind the tree, you will be able to see more, but you can hear the sounds of battle coming from the west, or to the right of the map. You were taking a little stroll on the outskirts of Neverwinter when suddenly this swirling vortex of doom came down upon you. But you have a fair idea what's going on. Yes, you can.
Yeah, you can break up your moves. So you can sort of go. I think you saw me. I went 10 feet, then I cast a spell, then I carried on my movement. So you can sort of stick your head out, see the situation, do whatever you want to, and move after if you need to.
Yep, what he said.
Move 15 feet, and it was.
Cool.
Everything's still invisible, so I can't see anybody yet.
I can't even see you, so I've got no idea where you are.
So I'm going to have to continue moving.
So I think your base move speed will probably be... You're a tabaxi, so it might be 35.
I think
Yeah.
now 30 feet.
35? It is 35.
Yeah, okay.
According to the character sheet, anyway. Could be
Could
lies.
be a ranger. Could be a ranger thing, but
I think it's a tabaxi thing.
where is this kitty?
There we go. Can you see anybody yet?
Nope, I can't see anybody yet, so I guess
Oh,
that's me done.
blimey. You can do something called a dash, which is where you spend your action to do more moving. So you can move another 35 feet if you want.
Or you can do a tabaxi dash where you basically go double speed this turn and still have your action, but you can't move next turn.
Okay, where's that then?
It's an ability tabaxi has, so you basically can move up to another 30 feet and still do something. It's just next turn you can't move.
Yep, that is feline agility.
Get you with the proper terms.
Oh yeah, I do have that. How do I use it? I just click on it?
You don't have to click on it, just move again. But you can't do it again until you spend one turn not moving, basically. According to the text, anyway.
I'm gonna move myself.
I just like to think of it as like when you see the cats when they all hunker down and they do that butt wiggle. And
There. Behind a big rock. Because I don't want to get too close to the danger.
Cool. So, hopefully you can now see through the somewhat blurry thing some shadowy shapes.
I can. I can see the blurriness. I can't click on anybody yet, but it's fine.
You won't be able to, but none of the scripts were bloody working anyway. So if you want to shoot somebody with your bow or something like that, then just let us know who you're shooting at and do the attack on the character sheet. So in the middle row of your character sheet, you should have a little box which has the names of your weapons in it, kind of middle to top. You've definitely got at least one kind of bow.
Well, I will go for what I think is a big red circle. That's closest to me.
This is that this one?
That's one, yeah.
Cool.
And then I'll use my bow. So if I click that. No, that's not what I wanted to do, is it?
That was the right thing to do, but sadly, that was a fumble.
Oh.
Most unfortunate. Okay,
Never
that
said I was
does.
a good bounty hunter.
Say that again.
Never said I was a good bounty hunter.
So we need to roll on the fumble table. So I think, did we add a link to the fumble table to your bar?
Oh yeah, we did. I saw that.
So you should have that button at the bottom of the screen. Okay, that doesn't count because you can't blunt a bow.
Can I click it again?
No, we'll just you got off lightly. You maybe one of your arrows is a little bit blunt, but we will not dwell upon that. So we have had a movement and an action. Sometimes you can do bonus actions. I don't know if you have a bonus action that you can do.
Rangers also have 2 attacks.
Ah, yeah, you can actually attack again then.
Oh, okay. Let's try it.
Okay, 14 plus 2 for your archery style gives us a 16. It's not a hit, I'm afraid, but it is a lot better than the previous one.
Oh dear.
It's okay. Nobody hits on their first attack.
4 seconds.
Or second. I don't know. Usually it's Kevin who Kevin's previous character Char.
He was awesome. He was accurate with every shot and never fumbled.
Never fumbled. Nothing ever went
missed.
wrong. His Eldritch Blast was the most accurate spell attack in the whole of Faerun. It was Now, if he ever hit twice in a row, we'd be like, "What's going on? Quick, buy a lottery ticket." The laws of probability have turned on their heads. Right, I am moving on to the next monster, who is wobbling towards Karuruk quite slowly. because he looks like he's kind of made out of snakes that have been turned inside out. This one too also moves forwards. On to Kellark. So, have we had any word from Aiden yet?
Haven't seen anything.
Sadly not. Okay. So I will look after Kellark for now, because at least I think I will probably be able to get the scripts to work. Because for some reason it's letting me do it, but not you guys. So Kellark brandishing the Grim Harvest, which is kind of a big obsidian. What's the word I'm looking for? Scythe. He is going to swing that at one of these abyssal wretches. The one in front of him. Oh, wait a minute, he's grappled. Damn it. Does that mean that he has disadvantage attacking?
When I looked earlier, it was your speed is 0. You have disadvantage on attack rolls against any target other than the grappler. So if he goes for the big guy, it's fine. The other things is at disadvantage.
Yeah. What version of Grappled are you reading?
I'm reading. Oh, so I'm reading the 24. Sorry.
I was thinking that doesn't sound like the other one. Grapple creature's speed becomes 0 and it can't benefit from any bonus to speed. The condition ends if the grappler is incapacitated. The condition also ends if an effect removes the grapple creature from the reach of the grappler or grappling effect, such as when a creature is hurled away by the Thunderwave spell. It doesn't actually tell you what it does, which is... all it does is make your speed 0 according to that description.
Yeah, okay.
So
you can't run away.
Yeah, so he can attack anyone he wants. So he's going to attack one of these abyssal wretches because they look a bit softer anyway. Let's see what happens. Okay, that's one hit. He's obviously going to do that again. How many attacks does a paladin have at this level? I think it's only 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
and then he's got his third one because of the haste.
Oh, yeah. I'd forgotten about that.
I hadn't, that's why I cast it.
Very good. Okay. Grim Harvest flicks out a second time. Taking the Abyssal Wretch down in 2. Let's make sure I didn't accidentally cheat him of any abilities that he has. No, I didn't. He's got another attack, so he is going to try and take out the other Abyssal Wretch. He swings the Grim Harvest again.
And he might do a level 1 smite or something.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So
that'd be 3d8 because it's a demon.
Oh crikey, look at all those duplicated things. 3d8. Is it 3d8?
It's normally 2d8, but you get an extra d8 against fiends and undead.
Yep. Okay. Well, that absolutely wipes him out.
Smotes him.
Yeah, so as the big demon with the claws picks him up, Kellark swings his scythe 3 times and takes down two slightly more minor minions, clearing the battlefield a little bit. What else has he got? Has he got a bonus action? I was thinking lay on hands might be a bonus action, but I don't think it is.
No, it is in the newer version.
Yeah, no one else is that beaten up at the moment, are they? Oh, hold on. By 11th level, you are so suffused with righteous might that all your melee weapon strikes carry divine power with them. Whenever you hit a creature with a melee weapon, the creature takes an extra d8 radiant damage.
Ooh.
So,
fair enough.
So actually, hold on. First one. Okay, that does not change the outcome of the first 2 attacks then. That does mean that he didn't actually have to use the Divine Smite, so he has still got that. Because he would have done that damage anyway. Okay, that'll probably do for Kalark then, since I don't really know what to do with a Paladin. Let's move on to this guy who is stumbling towards the melee. On to Kararuk.
Okay, well, he's going to saunter over to here, and he's going to look at this frog that is fighting Kararuk and True Bacon, and he's gonna pull out his just trying to get the right wording for this. What spells he got? Yeah, sort of the old booming blade. So
It's a Christmas miracle! Kararuk declares booming blade before the end of the turn.
Take the piss out of Chris, not me, sir.
No, that's fair.
And then, yeah, and then he's going to try and stab this individual. So,
what's he stabbing him with?
I'm going to, looking at all of his bits here, I'm going to go for the. Is Shadow Fang a? That's a sword, isn't it? Shadow with him.
Shadow Fang is a rapier. Oh, well, no, wait a minute. Hold on. Shadow Fang is not a rapier. Shadow Fang is a crossbow.
Okay, fair enough. I will go.
He has Wraith's Lament, which is.
Okay, that's the right. Okay, so Wraith's Lament on this individual and I get all the errors. Okay, bugger.
Okay.
I was hoping to be nice and easy.
Yeah, not this time apparently. I'm going to very quickly add Wraith's Lament.
Oh, Jesus, that has got a lot of doubles.
So Wraith's Lament is what you call a finesse weapon.
Mm-hmm. So Dex.
Range 5 feet, crit range normal. It does 1d8 damage plus Dex. Or is it? It is Dex, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And what is special about it is that it basically ignores armor. So that basically just dictates how easily it hits. Wow, that doesn't need to be there anymore.
Okay, so do you want me to hit Wraith's Lament then?
Let's get rid of that. Yes, you should be able to hit. It's right at the bottom of the stack. There are tons of duplicated ones in there. Oh no!
I've got advantage.
Yes, you have. 16.
Does that hit?
So does 16 hit this guy? What? I could have sworn he had a different armor class a minute ago. Did I accidentally change his armor class? I'm just probably mixing him up with the other guy. No, okay, that is a hit. So, yeah, 16 is a hit.
Okay, I'm just trying to come on, work with me here. How many dice does he roll for his sneak attack at the moment?
I think it's 8. Yeah, 8d6. You can actually click the global damage modifier as a thingy.
As a where, sorry?
If just below the stack of attacks, which has many duplicates in it, and I have no idea where they come from.
Mm-hmm.
If you click, there's a little box called global damage modifier. If you just click on it, don't click the checkbox. Just click on the word sneak attack, then it will just roll all those dice for you.
Okay, fair enough.
Should do.
Do that one.
Okay.
And because I actually said it beforehand, the booming blade.
It's,
That does.
it's 1 or 2d8, isn't it? I think.
So at the start, it is 2d8, and then if he moves again, it's a further 3d8 after that.
Oof. Okay, so Kararuk has just done a huge amount of damage to the giant, angry, spiky toad beast.
And then, as my bonus action, I'm going to disengage and try and get the fuck out of there. And I can't. Oh, there we go. Fair enough. So.
Run away!
I go in, I do all of that, I go, wasn't me, weren't here, you ain't seen me.
Yeah, you can't prove anything. Okay, the Abyssal Wretch here staggers towards a target. The great big monkey creature notices all the trouble that's going on over here and is going to bound over to join in against Pontos and Chewbacon, I think. How fast do they go? Excuse me. Oh, that's nice. Okay. So he kind of moves like a big ape, kind of partly on hands, partly on feet, but he's kind of big and red and scary.
Mm-hmm.
I quite like the new art for this creature.
Yeah, I don't know, there's something cute about this, and a game I've been running recently, they fought some of these and uttered the phrase, I never expected the invisible gorilla, which just absolutely tickled me when the fighter said that.
Yeah, this one isn't bothering with invisibility. It's just out for smackery. 3 attacks, 1 with bite, 2 with fists. And at the start of its turn, it can gain advantage on all melee weapon attacks. Yep, so he is going to attack recklessly against Pontos and Chewbacon. Pontos can make himself the target of all attacks if he wishes. I seem to think.
Yeah, I can. Chewbacon can take some. He's got more health than me.
Very well. So here comes a bite. He's going to bite Chewbacon's big bacony ass. Oh, wait a minute. With advantage. Advantage. Jump. Le jump. Okay, then one fist swings towards Pontos in the saddle. He is going to try and punch him. Oh! And that was a bad miss. And he's going to come back. He's going to try and give him the old 1-2, so he's coming back with the other arm. There we go. Gives Pontos a little bit of a smack in the jaw. Then we move on to this Abyssal Wretch here. Is Kararuk hidden?
No, he's not hidden because I didn't have another bonus action to hide.
Okay, this guy staggers between the gap between the trees. Can't quite reach yet. This monkey creature is gonna share some love between Kellark and No, he's just gonna smack Chewbacon, I think. Is Chewbacon taking his share of the lumps?
Yeah.
Okay. Huh. I need to move Chewbacon to the front again. I have to move him to the front every time. But it does occasionally work. He is also attacking recklessly. He's a very angry ape. And now the fisting shall begin for Pontos. Oh, and it's a crit. But he's not that beaten up yet. Okay. Back round to the Hezru. What do Hezrus do? He didn't get an attack before. 3 attacks. 1 with bite, 2 with claws. So who's he going to bite? Well, these guys like bacon, so they are trying to bite chew bacon, whilst at the same time clawing at the mounted figure atop his back. So bite for the pig. This guy doesn't get advantage though. Oh, they really stink, and I forgot that. So I'll remember that at the start of the next player turn. That's a miss. And let's have a claw attack for Pontos. One miss. Another miss. Damn it.
Oh,
Big game.
Disappointing. Okay. So Buster firing arrows has revealed himself, so this Abyssal Wretch is going to march over to him. See if he can spoil his afternoon. So let's see whether he can bite. Oh, he missed.
hooray!
An extra moment then.
Right. On to the Glabrazoo. He is currently grappling Kellark. So if you are already grappling, can you still use that claw to attack?
Yeah, you can.
Of course you can. So he's got some spells too. Are any of these spells going to help at the moment? Not really. So we are going to go with just a succession of many attacks. Okay, pincer first. Unbelievable! Inconceivable!
You keep saying that word. I'm not sure it means what you think it means. We like this. Ah.
There we go. Fistings for Big Bird. Back around to Yorrel Strandweaver.
Okay, well, this is time for being a little bit brave for a wizard. So, 20 feet up to there. Oh, sorry. Oh, that's a trunk. Okay. So 20 feet to there then. And I'm holding out my Staff of Power, and I am going to. Where are you? I saw you a second ago. Yeah, I'm going to cast Cone of Cold from it.
Oh, exciting.
So this is a 60-foot cone. So let's come on, take measure. Let's see what we can do here. Cone, and it is.
That's huge if it's 60 feet.
It is 60
That's
feet.
That's like all the way over here.
It is a really big cone. So I think it's that, and it's strapped to corner. So. Is that the right angle of the cone, or is it a is it 45, 60 degree? Which type of cone do you want me to use?
I think I've got some templates for cones somewhere.
Okay.
Let's see.
Because obviously that is an even bigger area.
Yeah, so 60-foot cone of cold. I've got that is not the right size, but we want a diagonal one anyway. Oh, I'm gonna have to resize it.
Cold.
So it's gonna be bloody massive. So I think that's a 60-foot cone.
That covers pretty much. I mean, the only one I'm missing of any is the wretch just by Calrook, but I'm not going to complain too much.
Yeah.
So it is a Con 18 saving throw for everyone.
Wow. Okay. So that gives us. That's this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one.
That's not great. For 31 cold damage.
Group check. Con save, is that, sorry?
Yeah, Con 18.
Con 18. Half on a save?
Yep.
Okay. I think only Hezru number 1 actually passed the check. Apply damage. So that has killed all the abyssal wretches. Except, do they get any rerolls? No, they don't. How about this guy? He passed. He has some magic resistance. Oh, I forgot again. Oh no, it's okay. Right. It is fine. It's basically fine. Right, that is done. So let's get rid of this cone. Let's
And you've
these.
applied damage to the bigger guys and everything.
Yep. Damage has been applied.
Okay, and then I am going to, as a bonus action, cast Misty Step, because I ain't fucking staying there next to those things for too long. And don't really know where I'm going to go, but I'm going to teleport. Come on. Just, stupid thing. 30 feet, come on. No, I don't want a cone anymore. Respect me. Yeah, so I'm going to just be going over to there. and that will be my turn. Stupid tree trunk. But
Cool. Okay. I'll tell you what. Let's have a quick break there.
Yeah.
We'll come back in about 10. So 10-ish. And what do I
Just
need to
before
do? Oh yeah, go on, mate.
So, what time's the session run to tonight? As we started early,
Um,
or is it like 10:30 or something?
10:30. Yeah, that's the idea.
Cool.
Let me see if I can work out how to change the break screen. Is it going to let me do it? It's apparently let me do it. Yay! I'm going to leave it running in the background. So chat away, say entertaining things for the people of YouTube's. Catch you in a few.
no worries. Okay, let me just. That was 5 charges, so that's for my staff. So I've got all that. Okay. Yeah, it's yeah. John likes his lovely macro buttons to do everything, but for some reason the latest updates on Roll20 they seem to be not working as smooth as they used to before. I don't know why, but that's how it's happened. So instead of having to go really old school and just roll the dice, rather than let the macros do it all.
Oh, fair enough.
As I was saying to John earlier, I'm doing a campaign with some mates on Roll20, and I just go, right, you just using the dice roller tool option on the left hand side of your screen. You got your character sheet, you know what your bonuses are, and we just roll everything that way, so we don't see all of kind of what John's got all set up, which is really nice. And if it works, it's really good because it does any saving throws, it deducts the damage and everything all in one go. But instead of be like, okay, roll that. Okay, I rolled that plus 8 for my weapon, 14. Does that hit? Yeah, it does. Right, roll the damage now, and I just play it like that, keeping it more simple. It just keeps it out of it. But these John's not doing them. These weird monkey things can go invisible, and in the game I was playing, the party just slept in this sealed room, so they're all safe. They stepped out, and all these dwarves that they were chatting to beforehand were just dead on the floor, and there was a number of these demons, and the gorilla one was already invisible. So the fighters run forward to take on one of the others, and the gorilla was originally just going to go around the flank and attack the support stuff. But suddenly, there's this fighter right in our faces. Okay, and he just appeared behind him. It was like, I didn't mind fighting this, but I didn't expect the invisible gorilla. And it's just like, is a statement no one should ever have to ever say.
Is there like a minimum distance needed for bows?
No, but if you are in melee distance, you suffer disadvantage because trying to shoot someone at point blank while they're trying to swing a sword at something at you, it makes it more difficult. Your weapon, I think it's 150, 300 if it's a longbow, something like that, or 150, 600, something like that. Which means if you shoot within the first distance, which is like 120, 150 feet, whatever, you just roll to hit as normal. If you're rolling beyond that distance, up to the second distance, you're rolling at disadvantage. So you roll the attack twice and pick the lowest result.
Okay. I got 150 over 600 for range.
Yeah, so if you shoot up to anything within 150 feet, you just roll to hit as normal. If you shooting at something that's 151 to 600 feet, you would roll the attack twice and pick the lowest result. That's what disadvantage means. If you have advantage, you roll the attack twice and pick the higher result.
Fair enough.
To just increase your chances of being successful in doing some damage. So as a ranger, like I said, I don't know your build or anything. So, but yeah, if you might have things because to do stuff like hunter's mark or something like that. So at least you do a bit more damage if potentially.
Yeah, I've got that one. I can see that.
Yeah, but you need to cast that before you make the attack because if you do the attack and make the damage, it's too late to apply the spell. So you go, right, I'm going to curse this person with my hunter's mark, and now when I attack you, I will deal more damage when I strike you, if you hit.
What does this one do? I don't want to click on it in case it comes up on the screen. I just want to find out.
Oh, well, you want to keep it as a surprise?
Well, I just want to find out the details of it. I don't want to actually use it. Damage. Range self. Does that mean melee?
Range self would mean you would cast it on yourself, so that's more likely going to be like a buff spell.
Okay.
So yeah, we go right. I'm going to make myself more difficult to hit, or make myself more lucky, or heal myself. It'd be like self.
Yeah.
Yeah, this party we don't have a dedicated outright healer, but the paladin can do some healing. If you're a ranger, you may have some healing spells. I've tried to make my wizard fairly utility with a number of my other spells. And then we've got a rogue who likes to hit very hard and then run away. Yeah. I go in, cast a spell and run away, and I have to run away because wizards are paper thin.
I was going to say, I don't think I've got much health based on the damage that's been going on this game.
The fighter and the paladin up front, they are a bit more robust in how much they. So yeah, sitting there taking punches to the face is what Pontos, the orc fighter, loves nothing more than that, while riding his mighty war pig Chewbacon.
Perfect name.
I worry about the player of that, but then again, you know him, so you can probably comment as well.
I wouldn't quite say he relates too closely.
He got that pig literally on the first session. I joined on the second session of this campaign. On the first session, we're in a tavern, and he got into this wrestling or whatever, where he ended up throwing a pig, and then he ended up keeping the pig. And the pig grew up.
He looks after that pig then.
Yeah, he loves that pig. Yeah, I'm hoping my buff spell on Quellup, the paladin, will help him stay alive a bit longer.
I'm back.
Hello.
Hello. So remember, everybody, there are two types of people in the world: people who can extrapolate from incomplete data sets.
There are also 10 types of people in the world. Those that can understand binary.
And those that can't. I love that one. Yeah. Oh. Right.
It's a sad joke, I know, but
So we just... is everyone back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, raise your hand if you're not back yet. So we have just had Yorl's turn, which means we are now on to Captain Pontos and the incomparable Jew Bacon, who are wall to wall with demons. So that big orange monkey's about to get punished, I take it.
Yeah. Yes. I was on mute.
Oh. Well, that's no good.
1 second.
$19 is most definitely a hit. So he takes some damage. 23 is most definitely a hit. He takes some more damage. 14 is a fumble. Let's have a roll on the fumble table. I can click the button if you don't have it on your quick bar.
No, I don't think I do.
Cha-ching! Oh no! You and all your allies suffer disadvantage for your next attack.
so it's only one attack that it applies.
Yes.
Do I classify as an ally yet?
Well, yes. For the purposes of this exercise, yes. Okay, that is a miss. So, can I also please get you to roll a Constitution save for both Pontos and Jew Bacon, because I keep forgetting to do this, and this is the first time I've actually remembered. So, the big frog guy smells really bad.
But he has a con save on. Other one? Oh, bloody hell. Hang on.
Yeah, that's one. Was that Pontos or Jew Bacon?
Oh, that's Pontos.
Okay. Pontos passes.
Come on.
Oh, so does Jew Bacon. Okay. So neither of you are overcome. Yeah. Neither of you are overcome by the hideous stench of the Hezru. Okay.
You got the big attacks.
Yeah.
Ryan?
Yeah.
You got go pig.
Bloody hell, task attack, there we are.
Ooh, that is a hit. Who was that against?
Oh, the big monkey guy that I was hitting last time.
The big monkey man. Okay, he is looking exceedingly ropey. Like a stiff breeze might finish him off.
That's it from me.
Okay, we move on to our new friend Boster. Tabaxi Dude.
So I don't like this guy sneaking up on me. So I'm gonna. I attack then move.
You can't move at all this turn anyway.
Okay, I'm just gonna attack then. And I'm gonna use my short sword because it's nice and close range.
Cool. So to do that, you'll have to drop your bow on the floor because your bow is currently in your hands. That's fine though, as long as you remember to pick it up again.
Will do. And then attack with short sword.
Yep, go ahead. You've got a short sword +1 on there somewhere, so if you pick that one. There we go, 16. So we'll take the 16 because it's not an archery attack. That is a just the short sword, isn't it? That is definitely a hit though. Hit for 7. I think you probably have more than one attack. I don't know how many attacks rangers have at your level. Let's have a quick look.
It's only 2. It's
Only
the
2?
fighter that has- Yeah.
Extra attack. Beginning at 5th level, you can attack twice. Yep.
I'll do short sword. What's this? I'll do short sword again then.
Yes, go for it. That is also a hit. That is quite an impressive hit. What's going on there? Oh no, that's the attack roll and that's the damage roll, and it's all fine. So we have a total of 15 points of damage, which is not bad at all.
Is it dead?
It is not dead. I would describe it, and I will give it a token marker to this effect. I would describe it as bloodied, which in D&D parlance means that it has 50% hit points or less.
John?
Yes.
Short swords are finesse weapons.
Yeah. They are.
I'm just looking at the sort of the where it's saying like +2 there or whatever.
The +2 is from the fighting style archery, which is the checkbox on the character sheet. So that's.
Okay, I apologise. I thought that was like +2 to hit or something.
No worries. No. That's there's a +5 to hit in there, plus the magic bonus as well.
I was just looking at the +2. I was just trying to help.
No, fair enough.
Boss there.
No worries. Anything else from Buster?
I can't move, so that I guess is me done.
Cool. Okay, there are some abilities that you have which I draw your attention to. You don't have to do anything with it this turn, but you have favoured enemy, which and I am not sure exactly what that does. Hold on. What does it do? Anyway, have a little read of favoured enemy and see whether that gives you anything that you can use. You also have a spell, I think, called Hunter's Mark, which might be worth a quick look on. If you can see the pages of your character sheet changing, that is because I am looking at it at the same time as you. All your spell slots are empty, but they are not anymore. But yes, Hunter's Mark is a spell, a time-honoured spell of rangers, which is quite useful for making the most of your attacks. But I'll leave you with that for now and move on to Calark. So Calark finds himself between two big monsters, neither of which has taken a hit yet, so this could be messy. So, would he try to escape? Is it an action to escape from a grapple? It is, isn't it?
Yeah. Or he could just keep hacking the one that's grabbed him, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, he's managed to put down like three little squiggly ones. So maybe he can turn his attention to one of the big ones now. So he is going to swing for the big guy that's got him grappled. I clearly need to do that thing where I bring both tokens to the front. And that is a miss. He's going to try again, of course. That is a hit. He also does an extra d8 points of damage because paladin thing. and he has one more attack because of haste.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice. Okay. And does he get that D8 for every attack, or is it just for one attack per turn?
I believe it is, and he might as well probably do a smite since he didn't use it last time.
That is true. So, improved divine smite. You are so suffused with righteous might. Whenever you hit a creature with a melee weapon, the creature takes an extra D8 radiant damage. Yeah, okay. So that's an extra 6. And if he does a divine smite as well, then that's going to be another 3d8, which is 12 there. And what I need to do is take off one of his spell slots.
Yeah, that's a level 1 slot for that.
Yeah. And then that's pretty much all he can do, I think, because he is still grappled, so he can't run away. But he did manage to put a few dents in the chitin of this guy's shell. On to Kararuk, who is cowering behind that tree. I mean, tactically positioned.
Yes, exactly. That's the correct terms. So we're going to go 5, 10, 15, 20. I can't do that way. Okay. No, go back there. Carrot, go back. 1, 2. Let's okay, right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Thank God for the Wood Elf extra long legs. And I'm going to do another booming blade on this on the frog thing.
Cool.
Yep. So right. Yeah, and he remembers again. So where are you? Wraith's Lament. So with advantage. So first attack is either a 16 or a. Well, we'll take the 16 then. Please, does that hit?
That does hit.
Okay, so 13 damage. Then we have an extra 33 damage. But
Okay. Wait. There's more.
And then the spell itself does another 4 damage.
Wow. Okay, so what's the total there then? We've got 13.
That's 46. That's
46.
50 on the nose.
50. Okay. Well, that is more than enough. So how does this happen?
Where last time he ran in a hit and then ran to the east, where no one was looking, suddenly used that momentum, just did that circle around that wood and just came back out and just shanked him straight in the back of the head with this new rapier.
Well, with the dagger, with a rapier point sticking out of his widely stretched jaws, the creature kind of breathes it fast and falls onto the floor in a shower of kind of coal tar, stinking sparks and ash, and then he kind of melts away into nothing. Anything else from Kararuk? He's done his move, hasn't he?
Sorry. Yeah, some might say that demon croaked. Yeah.
It's got that's got to be worth. I'll give you inspiration for that.
Only if I think only Pontos or Quellup if they haven't got one.
That's Kararuk. Kararuk's already got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, in that case.
And then, as his bonus action, he's going to unsheathe his venom dagger and try and stab it into Monkey. So, does a 14 hit Monkey?
It does not.
Ah, bugger.
Worth a try.
Yeah. Well, no, sorry. I'm going to use his inspiration. So, because otherwise, it's never going to. It just sits there. Let's actually use them, and he's going to try again.
Oh, it's a fumble. Okay, well, you don't have to take the fumble because you effectively rolled with advantage, didn't you? So
okay, yeah, okay, fair enough then.
I should have made him take the hit though. That would have been much funnier. Anyway, anything else for Carrick?
That's all Carrick can do. He tried to take them both out, but he managed to take out the frog, but the monkey is still there, sadly.
Yeah, worth a try. So the monkey is clearly going to try and interfere with Carrick in the most unpleasant way possible.
Bad touch.
Jump. So he bites into him. Don't get to hit Carrick very often.
Yeah, go on.
So he attacks recklessly. Oh, wow. Oh, the excitement. Coming over all unnecessary, getting to smack at Rogue.
Well, for that one, it's can't really go for the others. I'll just see, I'll do the uncanny dodge on that one then.
Oh, shame.
Yeah. Damage taken, so it's 4 health back then.
Cool. Oh, you might have to give yourself another 2 back because if you put the half in, it automatically halves it.
Oh, okay.
So it's halved it down to 2.
Okay.
Okay, the Abyssal Wretch
Nice.
finally reaches Kararuk. And if I find out these guys have got multi-attack... No, it's only 1. I was just thinking...
They're some of the lowest of the low.
They are, as demonic creatures go. They are not very far up the list. Oh, that was a bad miss. Okay, so who should we upset the most? I think Kellark's already having fun, so let's have a go at Chew Bacon and Pontos. Dun dun dun. So here's a bite for Chew Bacon, unless you deflect it onto Pontos.
No.
Yeah, let the pig take it. Ah, you see, barely hurt at all. And I need to move Pontos to the front so that I can smack him. Oh, 1 hit, 1 miss. Okay, we are back round to the head of the round. With an Abyssal Wretch standing next to Boster. He is going to try and bite him. Bring to front. There we go. Bite. Is he going to get him? We shall see. Oh, it's a miss. Disappointing.
Oh,
Bad luck, Abyssal Wretch. Nice knowing you. And let's bring him to the front. So every single round I'm having to shift them back to the front. Oh. He's already grappled. Means nothing. Oh, disappointing. Okay, on to Yorl.
Okay, right. So it's 10, 15. Just trying to make sure I get my positioning just right here. 20.
Oh,
And I
what's
think
she
I can-
gonna do? What's she gonna do? She's gonna burn all her allies in one go.
No, I don't want it that corner. Just get out of that. So,
Is it a cone or is it something else?
it is a line, and I just want to make sure I miss the furry in the forest. Yeah, 'cause that would go that kind of line, and I'm doing a lightning bolt.
Uh-huh. Is that a 5 foot wide?
Yes, that's why I want to make sure I don't. Positioning was fairly important for me to try and do that. It goes up to 100 feet long, but
There's nothing
that
behind
is-
there, is there?
no.
Okay, so I'm
Dex,
sure that
Dex 18.
there's a much better way you could position it so that you could get some of the party in there. You know, I think you're very mean to leave them out. Dex 18.
Yes.
Okay, group check. Dexterity 18. Damage. Have you rolled the damage yet?
I'm just about to. So
It's 8d6, isn't it? At normal level. I don't know if you're upcasting.
the Staff of Power upcasts it, so it is. That's a lot of ones. That's only 32.
There we go. Submit. Half on save. Ping. So we have 1 pass and 2 fails. Ching. That finishes off this guy here. He takes the brunt of it by the look of it. Lightning goes straight through the middle of him. Down he goes. I'm just going to very quickly check for thingies. Okay. And another thing. And another thing! There we go. And how do I make that go away? It's stuck. Stuck forever.
If where you see the distance, if you click on that, there's a little bin there.
Oh, that's quite good actually. Because it was slightly different before. Oh, I like it.
Okay, so that was 20 feet. Hopefully no one noticed me, and I'm just going to see a man about a wand over here.
See a
paid
man
no-
about a wand.
pay no attention to the little elf woman in the corner, minding her own business.
Yeah, with sparks coming off her staff of power.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Captain Pontos. It is now up to you.
Whoa, no pressure.
I've taken some of it, some of the pressure off you there.
I'm gonna. Can I flamethrower again, or is that like once a rest or something?
It is pretty low powered. You can use that at will, I think.
Oh, bloody hell! Forgot that bit.
Okay, dexterity save. So that is a 15-foot cone, so I don't think that would hit anybody other than this closest monster, unless you want to hit Kellark.
Nah, he's not annoyed me.
Yeah, I was going to say, you sure? Bit of friendly fire.
Rename myself to Kevin.
There we go. Right, he is going to take that damage.
And then I'll just.
He most certainly is not dead. However, 18 would have been a hit. So he does take some slashing damage.
I don't think I could have got that lightning bolt more precise to try and avoid allies when I did that one.
That was cool. Oh, that's a miss. More of the same, please. Oh, that's a crit. Holy fucking shitballs. Okay, that is going to be a 12 plus 25, 37. Okay, that is a hearty smack there, isn't it? So, that is another fairly hearty smack.
Ah,
And that
rigged.
That one,
That's a miss.
that's a miss. So, that is a bit more bludgeoning there. Okay. He is looking somewhat softened now, quite beaten up. I'm going to have to manually put bloodied markers on, aren't I? He should already have had a bloodied marker, to be fair, but I'm used to this thing doing it automatically, and it's not doing that at the moment. Anything else from Captain Pontos?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay, let's move on to Boster then. This combat, I thought it'd be over in the first half, but I am very, very bad at judging how long combats will take, as you probably all know. Right, what's Boster doing?
Well, I'm going to attack him on my short sword again
Cool.
and hopefully kill it.
That is a hit.
Is it
And
dead, though?
that is a good
Dead?
chunk of damage. That is enough to kill him. He is dead.
I then want to use Hunter's Mark on... Is that one there? That one there?
Ah, hold on a sec. So, Hunter's Mark is a spell.
Bonus action.
Does it require an action? Is it a bonus action?
I'm pretty certain.
It
Hunter's
is.
Mark
You can cast Hunter's Mark. So, Hunter's Mark, you cast it on this guy. So I have got a token marker for Hunter's Mark somewhere. There it is. Okay.
Awesome.
So,
And do I still get my second attack, or...?
yes, if you have something that you can attack.
So I would like to pick up my bow off the floor.
So
And
I house rule this a bit, because you can draw a weapon as an interact with an object action, but both your weapons are out and one of them's on the floor. I say that you can drop a weapon as a free action, but if you want to pick something up off the floor,
boss in action. That's fine. I don't mind waiting a turn. At least I'm safe here.
yeah, okay. So you can drop your sword on the floor and pick your bow up.
Yep.
And then you'll be able to shoot in the next turn.
That's fine.
Cool. And I have somewhere a script that makes token markers appear showing that your weapons are dropped on the floor, but it became a bit redundant. But I'm going to have to resurrect that. I can't remember what I did with it. Assuming that's it for Boster,
Yep, that's it.
I will move on to Kalark, who is still in the grip of the big lobster boy. He is clearly going to keep swinging away. I'm sure Aidan would do something more exciting with his abilities, but I don't really know what they are, so I'm just going to keep attacking.
Plus an extra D8.
Oh yeah. I will do that at the end. Okay. There we go. And would he smite?
He probably would if he's in the grips of something like that.
He can smite too.
Oh, terrible.
There we go. So that guy should most definitely have one of these. Okay. That was 3 attacks.
Mm-hmm.
And a smite. He can't move. I think that's probably all he can do at the moment. Let's move on to Kararuk, see what happens with him.
Okay, well, you can have a attack of opportunity as he runs away from that inside-out snake-armed thing.
Okay. Oh, okay. Needless to say, he gets away.
Mm-hmm. So, which target? I'm going to... So, that's 5, 10, 15... Now, don't really want to do... yeah, so we'll go 20 to there. And I'm going to go for the monkey to try and free up Chew Bacon. Also, I want to try and give Boster a chance to get a stab in. So I'm going to get, again, another booming blade.
Okay.
See, 3 times on trot. Carrots remembered. Right, with advantage. 15 or a 15.
No. Oh, wait a minute. Wraith's Lament. So, what you roll... what's his dex mod?
+5.
Oh, not his. This guy's.
Oh.
Okay, so that makes his armor class X armor to be a bit lower. So yes, hit.
Okay, so that's 11 damage. Followed by 33. And then an additional, go for the simple roller, an additional 7, lots of stabby damage.
So is that 51?
11, 44. Yeah.
Blimey. Okay, how does he do it?
Again, he's now getting a little bit cocksure, especially after running away from that creature. So he's just giving it the old Puss in Boots kind of Zorro sort of flick with its rapier now, just carving his name in the arse of this monkey.
Yeah, the Wraith's Lament is a special rapier which phases through solid objects, allowing it to cut deeply at the target. So when he does his name on the back of this creature, he also basically does deep and penetrating bowel surgery on it at the same time.
It was more when he was doing the full stop. He was like, da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah. Yep, it sinks through him like a hot knife through butter.
And now I'm going to disengage. So I've got another 15 feet. So come on. So that's 5, 10, 15. Pontos,
Very good.
that one's yours. And he's going to step away.
Cool. Right, another abyssal wretch who is going to go and say hello to Yorl, who has remained so far unblemished of face and neck. So this guy is going to come and try and change that.
Which bit of pay no attention to the nice elf lady in the corner? Didn't you understand?
He just wants a cuddle. Don't be so mean. There we go.
That's not very nice.
Well, he enjoyed it.
Well, good for him.
Okay, the big chitinous fella still plugging away at Kalark. Oh, it's a miss. How about this one? Oh, disappointing. Pull yourself together, demon guy.
I know what these things can do. That ain't it.
Yep, this ain't it, Chief. Oh,
Well, I will say 2 of those attacks would have hit if it weren't for the haste.
that is true. Okay, on to Yorl.
Okay. Well, this thing coming towards me, I suddenly hold my staff to one side, grab my wand of Mistra, and just jab it right into the guts of this thing as I cast a shocking grasp into it.
Oh.
Normally, I would just do it on the buttons because I don't think they will work.
No, probably not.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So, I'm plus 12 to hit with a shocking grasp.
yeah, spell attack modifier, isn't it? So
Yeah, I mean this character. Well, that's character sheet. My character sheet. Where are you?
must be on there somewhere.
I can't actually see it on the character sheet, which
Ooh.
is odd. But anyway, I know I'm plus 12, so I'll do it the old-fashioned way.
She got it. That was always a Char's staple, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's
Oh yeah, yeah. She's definitely
one of
got
the
it.
few. It's one of the few. Well, it's the only kind of melee spells that they've got. So I would always have that just in case. But so that's a 24 to hit.
Oh wow. Okay.
Normally this would be 3d8, but because it's the staff of Mistra, I get to roll an extra dice. Because I remembered that. I was looking at that a minute ago.
Very good.
And so 4d8 clear for 14 shocking damage.
Cool. Right, I've got to find the effect. Hold on, where is it? Spell effects. I live for the noise. There it is. So he takes 14 points of damage.
But he's not dead.
He isn't dead, but
No,
he has no reactions until the start of your next turn. So
Yeah.
that means if you want to run away, you can do so with impunity. Run away!
Yep. That's Yorul's turn. She's already running in shouting medic, as all good wizards should.
Medic! Yeah, she's got a very, very slight scratch on, you know.
And because I got a punch, I got this haste is a concentration spell, so
Oh, yes.
I do have advantage. So I definitely need to reroll that. Come on. There we go. So maintain concentration.
Cool. Okay, on to Pontos then. What's he going to do?
Let's have a look.
I want some subtlety and tact.
Oh, I can charge, can't I, as well?
You need to go back 5 feet.
I can go back. Can we just say I went back?
Yes. Yeah, there's space for you to get a run up, and he's got enough movement, so...
Yeah. Back that trunk up.
So, 12 would be a miss. He does get another tusk attack, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Does. Do, 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 do.
30? Blimey. Okay, plus 5 strength, plus 5 proficiency, plus 1 magic. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
That
you got a
is-
19.
Yeah, that is definitely a hit. So he takes some slashing damage. That is also a hit. That is also a hit. That is also a hit. And that is also a hit. Right, okay, maths is hard. So, 30... 41... 51... Some of that fire ain't going in there. I make that 64. Which isn't quite enough. Anything else from Pontos?
No, I think that's it, thank you.
Oh, that means our new friend's probably about to score himself an award.
Kill, steal, and bitch.
Yep.
Then I have my bow in hand. I will use my oath bow and I will attack. Obviously, I'm attacking big guy.
Cool. So most...
That wasn't what I wanted to do, was it?
No, that's fine. That is most definitely a hit. And you
It's
all...
extra D6 from
Yeah, you
the
get
Hunter's Mark.
extra D6 from Hunter's Mark. So, if you want to roll a There is a dice roller on the left-hand sidebar, but you can do exactly that. Okay. Yeah, so if you... Did you use the dice roller?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can also... I'm going to put this in quote marks so it doesn't actually do it. If you put /R space and then type the dice that you want to roll,
Okay.
then it will do whatever dice you want. So you can get it to roll a D326 if you want. So it can... Sometimes it's quicker. So anyway, 16 points of damage against heavily wounded creature is just what was needed to finish it off. So that arrow, where does it end up?
In its eye.
Cool. It roars in triumph as Chew Bacon fails to take it down, and just before it gets its chance to hit back, it ends up with an arrow poking out of its eye socket. It melts away back to the abyss. And anything else from Boster?
No, that's be it for me.
Cool. Right, we move on to Kalark, who has just been dropped on the floor. He is no longer grappled.
Mhm. Okay.
For the first time in this fight, he's not held in place.
Oh, are there more monsters?
There's one more left.
I can't see it on my map.
He's right on the other side of the fight. So Kalark, who can actually fly.
Oh, Kellogg also has a movement of 60 at the moment because his speed's double with haste.
Oh, blimey. Okay, well, he can do exactly what you suggest then and rush straight over here. And then he can use the Grim Harvest. So... Oops. Right. Bring to front. Bring to front. Grim Harvest. Well, there we go.
Fatality.
Fatality. Yep. Love it. So, you have finished off all of the demons, which causes...
That's all to level up.
Oh, afraid not. Not yet. That causes the world to stop being squiggly. And it means I can turn daylight mode back on.
What was all of that about? We were in the plane of fire. We didn't summon anything from the abyss. Hello? Hello, Mr. Cat, Tom. I'm not sure quite how to address you.
I move freely now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, hello. Nice to meet you guys. Thanks for helping me out with my kill there.
Well, I think we should say thank you for you with that arrow in that beast's head. He was doing quite a bit of hurt to our bird friend over there. Sorry. My name is Yorrel. And who are you? Sorry.
I'm Boster, the bounty hunter.
Looking at Karuk here. Exactly. Are you? Who's your bounty at the moment?
The guy we just killed.
Oh.
So as I say, thank you for helping me.
Well, it wasn't it wasn't intentional. We'd only just came here and they all appeared. But you're welcome.
Ching! And here I am, not a moment too soon. What? Oh, it seems I'm late.
Sorry. Who are you?
So, appearing in a what appears to be a sunbeam that just kind of comes down from the heavens is this armored woman with bright white wings and a big metal staff. And she says, "Oh, I am Remiel, Angel of Healing, and I have come to put a stop to this demonic incursion. But it seems you have already done so. Most impressive. I wonder."
So, what is this, like a celestial kind of creature?
Yes, she is kind of your stereotypical angel. She's got long, flowing, blonde, kind of platinum blonde locks, big, white, feathery wings, and she's kind of wearing metallic armor, nice and shiny, plate armor. She's got, you know, a big staff, which looks kind of, you know, like it has almost a staff of Caduceus, or however you say it, kind of look to it, you know, so it sort of fits in with the healing sort of theme. I never know how you say that. I've only ever seen that word written down. But the picture that represents the medical profession, which is kind of like the snakes.
Oh yeah, the helix snakes or whatever it is. Yeah.
Looks a bit like that.
You're a little late. Your aid would have definitely been useful about 2 minutes ago.
Oh, what a shame. Well, I can still fulfill my my purpose. Here, and she waves her hand towards you all, and off of her staff and her kind of waving hand comes kind of glowing motes of light which surround you all and heal you. You feel your wounds closing, and your Yorl's tiny little scrape kind of disappears like a, as if nothing happened.
That could have got an infection and been lethal.
Be still, child of light. Your suffering is seen, and your wounds shall be mended. You get the impression she likes the sound of her own voice a little bit.
So, do you know why all of those creatures from the abyss were here?
Why, yes. The forces of the abyss wax in power, and their ability to break through into the prime material plane has increased. And we, the angels of Mount Celestia, have come to answer that aggression with our might. However, we are not permitted to interfere too far in the in the realms which we visit. There is a détente, if you like, between the Nine Hells and Celestia. We do not interfere in mortal too much in the mortal plane. However, the Abyss are quite happy to do whatever they wish, kept in check only by the power of the Nine Hells and their battleground of Avernus. Do you know what the Blood War is?
I've heard many account of it in certain tomes that I've read, but I haven't gone into great details about it.
Oh, the lower planes are a battleground between the forces of chaos and the forces of law. It is a constant battle that has raged for millennia between the devils and the demons, and they keep each other constantly in check. However, sometimes one side takes the upper hand over the other. But yes, we seek to restore the balance or put a stop to the whole terrible affair. I am part of a secretive organization called the Order of Nine Angels. I and 8 of my fellow angels search that we may fulfill a prophecy. That prophecy foretells that 9 heroes will gather celestial artifacts and drive back the forces of the abyss, putting an end to the blood war. I believe that the time is nigh that the prophecy will be revealed. There are 2 things you should know about the Order of Nine Angels. First, there are 9 of them. And second,
that makes sense.
And second, they are angels.
The multiple
angels.
layers.
Well,
Yeah, the multiple layers of the gods in their intellect and scheming knows no bound.
But things are already in motion. I feel like you are touched by this prophecy. Perhaps you already know something of it. Perhaps you are the heroes of legend that we seek.
Well, there
I
is
just roll my eyes, but eye up her staff. Looks pricey.
So that again, you.
Can I just roll my eyes at what she says, but then just eye up the staff that looks pricey?
Ah, yes. It looks like it's probably priceless in mortal terms. Yes. If you would like to prove yourselves the heroes of legend and prophecy, then, well, there aren't 9 of you, at least not yet.
Yeah, I was going to say, even if we include our Alt's faithful steed and this new acquaintance we've only just met, that there is only 6 of us here. That is definitely not 9.
Well, one hero already toils to try and make the prophecy come true. He is currently gathering resources, wealth, and magic items. I believe he resides in Neverwinter.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Perhaps you would like to meet him. You will find him, I believe, in an inn in Neverwinter called Ye Old Thirsty Pig.
Really, we're going to the thirsty pig.
You weren't with us for the first session, but actually the party met in the Thirsty Pig.
Oh Jesus! Of all the bloody dross houses, oh my good God, John! Why not just say we're going to the Muggletons and have done with it? For fuck's sake!
Dear viewer, my local is called the Ye Old Thirsty Pig, and in our very first session, in our very first campaign arc, Lost Mine of Fandelver, we started the Festival of Lyria in a pub called the Old Thirsty Pig, because I was like, I'm going to name it after a local pub, and that is. But anyway,
is it like a Spoons, just so I can grade?
Right. No, it's not a Spoons. It is an independent, but it's a really old pub where literally There is no surface that is either properly horizontal or vertical in this place. Everything. I mean, the building's probably 200 years old, and everything is at a slant or an angle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They win a lot of awards for their real ale. So if you're ever in Kent, Maidstone particularly, it's worth a visit if you like real ale. But
Sorry, I wasn't there for the first session, so I didn't know that you'd use the thirsty pig. It's like, oh my good God, John.
yeah. So, Remiel seems to have finished briefing you.
A bit of a glint appears in Carrick's eye at all of this about a ally collecting funds and resources for this camp. For this, he has his suspicions.
Well, if you head into the town, perhaps you will discover that you have common cause with this other hero. I believe he has 2 other companions.
Okay. Well, if this is correct, and that would make us the 9, how do we contact you again if we need to?
Merely speak my name and I shall hear you. And then, if you find yourselves to be a party of 9 stalwart adventurers, then I will tell you where you might find the celestial relics you need to fulfill the prophecy.
Okay. Oh, we are heading that way to find an old acquaintance of our own, actually. So we may be able to do both of these in one visit to Neverwinter. So
very good, adventurer.
Okay. I'm sorry, I was just taking notes as well. Pontos, is there anything you want to ask this celestial being?
If they can heal us right now.
Oh, sorry, I should have said, when she waved her healing wand, you all go back up to full hit points.
Oh, I'm good then.
I would like to say that I don't care if you guys don't like me. I'm now joining your party because I want a celestial bow, and that's going to upgrade me as a bounty hunter. Take me to the next level.
I'm sure they like you. Give them a chance.
A little bit upfront, but I have no problems with that. You seem to be quite competent with your bow.
Thank you very much. I aim to be the best bounty hunter in the world.
Aim. Oh, well, this has been bracing. I will doubtless see you again. Goodbye.
Yeah, sorry, I was just trying to multitask it, Joe.
That's okay. Oh, unless anyone had any more questions, in which case I can ping her back again.
I don't know. I would imagine like Chris and Aidan might have, but they could pick up another time.
Cool.
Well, that was unusual. Buster, was it?
Yes.
Well, I don't know who was asking you to collect that bounty, but you don't forget to take some proof, and yeah, we're when everyone's ready, we can start heading towards the city.
Right. I've collected the eye already.
Still on the end of the arrow.
Yep.
Sadly, though,
Any arrows.
there is no tangible proof that the demons were ever here, apart from a few scorch marks on the grass. even the arrow that was stuck in his head has... there's just the flight left, where the bit that went into his skull was. It's all kind of burned away.
Well, damn it. That's a bounty wasted. Trying to go get a new bounty.
We know you did it. If nothing else. Yeah. There have been several encounters we've had that we have no proof of our victories. So I can feel your pain on that. But let's head towards the great city of Neverwinter. Let's see if we can find your ally Char. Sort of nodding to Karak and Pontos.
So yet again, you find yourselves at the city of skilled hands. Do you head to the pub that they mention?
Unless we might as well. Well, you say you're a bounty hunter. Yeah, if we get ourselves settled in at this pub, there's a person we believe might be here, and you might be able to help us find.
I'll do my best to help. Finding things and killing things is my specialty.
Well, I think for the killing part, you might have to get behind Karak and Pontos on that. Let's get to the Thirsty Pig and get a drink and get some rooms, and then we can start our search.
I'm
Cool.
going for that.
So Kararuk and Pontos both recognise the name of the pub that you have been directed to. They are the only two members of the party, I think, that were in the original lineup. So
That's where I got my pick from, wasn't it? Or yeah.
I can't remember, because you definitely swung a pig round your head in the tavern. and defeated the resident pig, because there was a pig wrestling challenge, but I can't remember if it was that pig or a different pig that you ended up with. Still,
Pontos ends up with so many pigs.
yeah, he's known for it. So let's put you guys onto the map. I have no idea why the lighting is so weird. I made the fatal mistake of converting the map to the new lighting, and it already had the new lighting, and so everything was very confused, and it changed all the defaults. So you arrive at the Thirsty Pig. You're standing outside. Through the windows, you can see, sitting at one of the tables, a group of 3 people that you recognise. Would you like to go in and speak to them?
Or, just looking at the time, do we call it there to allow Chris to be here for next time? Because I think Chris may want to get into that conversation.
Yeah, I was gonna say how what a shame it is that Chris isn't here to catch up with his old pal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's, in that case, move on to our weekly awards. So, you see, the weekly awards, dynamic lighting is switched on, so nobody can see anything.
Yeah, we can.
Go. I can now, because I've turned it off. Right. We have 10 awards that we award every single week for the benefit of Jamie. So I need to go into the awards channel in the chat. And then copy a list of awards and then put who we are awarding them to. What we do is we award each award to a character rather than a player. Just because that's the way we do it. No particular reason for that. just how it's kind of evolved. But the first award is Tactical Genius. They're all quite loose in what they get awarded for. It's kind of whatever kind of fits in the moment, really. So, was anyone a Tactical Genius today? You did get Kararuk to sneak around to do some.
Well, and Kararuk
That
actually remembered to
big-
cast his spells first.
Big cone of cold was pretty handy.
That was pretty good. Who do you want for a Tactical Genius? We've got a couple of nominations. So we've got Kararuk sneaking around, trying to get the flank. So Jamie votes for Yorl. What about the rest of you?
I always feel a bit weird sort of voting for myself, but sort of, yeah, Yorl with the Cone of Cold, with the lightning bolt, just trying to pick off as much as she could while trying to keep out of harm's way herself.
Yeah, that was pretty effective. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Yorl is our Tactical Genius of the week. Kill of the week. What do we think?
Boster.
Yeah. Yeah, and also that kind of fits with the next award. We used to call this.
Yeah, it used to be Kill Stealing Bastard. Now it's just Yoink. Your mic's gone all. John, you got mute on us. Nothing.
No.
No.
One, two. I don't know what happened there. Can
Can't
you hear me
see
now?
What you're saying, John?
Oh, bloody hell.
Shit about you. That's what it is.
So.
Oh, yeah. He can still hear us, so we can't just go, oh, yeah, fucking DM. He knows, he hasn't got a clue what he's fucking saying. It's just.
That's the problem. I don't think he does know. He can speak up if he's got a problem.
Yeah. Raise your voice if you disagree with this statement, John.
I can see him trying, but
Nothing, mate. Sorry.
no.
Maybe try and communicate by interpretive dance.
Smoke signals.
Yeah. So two people, right? Yeah.
I thought that was 2 words. We're not playing charades.
One, two. Can you hear me?
Oh, we
there
do
you
it.
are.
You can hear me?
Yeah. We
Yeah.
can hear you now.
Yay! Okay. For some reason, voice mod decided to turn itself off, and everything goes through voice mod. Hi. Okay. Where did we get to? Yoink Award. So, I mean,
Yeah.
Boster gets Kill of the Week and Yoink, I guess.
Yep. He killed the main demon out of that lot. That was probably on about 2 health.
Yeah.
Whatever it was.
One hit kill. You know. Pew.
What's your problem?
Yeah. So, Kill from the Grave. That is a very specific one, which basically means that you killed something when it wasn't your turn. So, if an effect that you set in motion causes a creature to die when it's not your turn, we call that one Kill from the Grave, which is quite specific and doesn't come up very often. So we could replace that with something a bit more.
I mean, for example, as a ranger, I think you have a spell where you can make a part of the ground like really dangerous. So when people go through it, they take damage.
Spike growth. Yeah, that's vicious. That one.
So, like, if a load of those grunt creatures try to run towards you, and you set that spine growth up in front of you, and they just all die as they're running towards you, it's like, yeah, go, that's Kill from the Grave.
Yep. Okay, we also have damage dealers. So there were some big old damage numbers from Kararuk today, but I'm not really sure who scored the biggest hit.
Because he was doing like 3 big hits every turn.
That's true. With this one, there's no specific rule on whether it's single hits or for example, spells. If you added the damage together for all of the damage done by an area of effect spell, it could
Yeah,
be.
that cone of cold, for example, I could have done like 100 odd points of damage in total.
Yeah. We don't.
Whereas Kalruk did 2 consistent 50 odd points of damage on his. Pontos over a whole turn was laying huge amounts of damage, and even Quelloc was doing a fair bit with his smites and everything.
Yeah.
But I'm going to put I'm going to vote for Pontos on this one because there was a lot of consistent damage going on there.
Cool. Okay. So he was doing the grind. Okay then. Best supporting role. It used to be otherwise known as the
Hero, the Cleric Award.
The Cleric Award. Best supporting role.
I think that's going to go to Ural then for taking out the little ads with the big cone of cold.
I was going to say for the haste, but yeah. That's about the only one I was really going to fight for Yoral.
Yeah, I think that is a Yoral, isn't it? Okay, how about Baldric Award? I have a Cunning Player, my lord.
I think this could be more Kalruk for the hit and runs.
Cool. Yeah. I was attempting a Blackadder joke earlier, but it kind of didn't really land, sadly.
If you did, I missed it.
Well, a variation. What is it? I think is it Blackadder Blackadder the second, or it might be Blackadder the third. I forget. And it's like there are 2 things you should know about the wise woman. 1, she is very wise, and 2, she's a woman.
She is a woman.
You know her.
That sounds like Blackadder second.
Yeah. But there are 2 things you should know about the Order of 9 Angels. First, there are 9 of them, and I thought someone's going to say it. I waited in vain, but nobody said it. All right, role player of the week.
I think I'm going to say Foster, just sort of introducing himself and what he was there for.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
Yeah.
The rest of you were quite businesslike with the fight. Boster was, doing some role playing. Very good. Okay. Whose side are you on? Is one of my favourite awards.
It was almost Yoral today. I had to be very careful with my placement for my 2 big spells.
Yeah, I mean, if Charm was here, he'd have fireballed a lot of you. But Yoral is a bit less likely to do friendly fire, isn't she? How about Pincushion?
Ooh.
It's got to be Camerook or Pontos, I think, because they both.
What about Quelloc? Took quite a few. No, you kept this on Quelloc, didn't you?
Was missing Kellogg quite a lot. I think
he was in that grip for a while though.
He was.
Yeah, but unfortunately for Quelloc, the grip wasn't getting through his armor.
We got Carrick down to less than half hit points. So proportionately, he was probably the most beaten up. But in terms of the number of damage dealt, I don't know whether he got beaten up more than anyone else.
You know how much damage they were on, unfortunately, John.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's give that one to Carrick because I don't get to beat him up very often because he's usually out of the way, and if the DM can actually target the rogue, then somebody's doing it wrong. But I do appreciate the opportunity to beat the rogue up a bit. Okay, that is 10 awards that we have awarded. It is 10:30.
Yeah,
So,
on the nose.
yeah.
Yeah, right.
Let's call it there. I reckon, if it works for everybody, then let's stick with the earlier start because I get up very early on Thursday morning, and half past by 11:30, I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I'm dying, you know. So but I
No, works for me.
yeah. So hopefully that won't exclude anybody.
Yeah.
And that anything I can do to try and increase our chances of sitting down to play. Have a great week, everyone, and hopefully see you again in 7 of your Earth days.
No
Yeah.
worries, mate. Thanks very much.
Brilliant.
Yes,
See you. Thank you
Cheers,
very much.
guys. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.